And a very good afternoon, and welcome to a very beautiful sun-splashed afternoon here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University as West Texas A&M begins its homecoming festivities with a couple of soccer matches here this afternoon and this evening. First, the men will get set to take on St. Mary's. Rattlers come to town with a 6-3-2 record, but they are 0-1-1 in Lone Star Conference play, while the WT Buffaloes come in riding a two-game win streak as they kind of took care of business on the road last week at Lubbock Christian. They won 5-0 in that contest last Saturday evening. They beat Eastern New Mexico a week ago today right here at the pitch, 3-0, and they sit along with Midwestern State atop of the LSC standings. Both teams are 2-0 in conference play. The Buffaloes overall are 5-3-2 on the season so far, and it looks like they've kind of found their groove just a little bit as they have continued to make some good strides in everything that has occurred for them so far here of late. As they get set to host St. Mary's comes into this one with that 6-3-2 record. After starting the season 6-2-1, St. Mary's has tied and lost its first two conference games. The Rattlers drew against Lubbock Christian before falling to Eastern New Mexico 4-2. San Foley leads St. Mary's with 16 points on 6 goals and 4 assists. Andre Sheffley and Johnny Thurbin have split time in goal, while Sheffley accounting for 585 minutes of the 990 total so far. As a unit, the two have combined for a 1.18 goals against average and a 7.68 save percentage on 13 goals allowed and 43 saves off of 124 shots. The Buffs, of course, they beat Lubbock Christian 5-0 on Saturday. They set the tone early as Josh Beeson took advantage of an LCU mistake to score 46 seconds into the match. In the 17th minute, DeJounte Davis sent a failed clearance into the back of the net to make it 2-0. 3 minutes later, Dylan Watson went coast to coast to beat the Chaps for another goal to make it 3-0. At that point, Mateo Landis and Chris Palomino took on 3 defenders on a counterattack. Landis sent a pass into space for Palomino, who sent the shot into the top corner of the goal. With 6.5 minutes before halftime, the Buffs took advantage of another misplay by LCU as the back line, as Beck Adams controlled an errant pass inside the box. Adams dribbled around Miles and placed the ball into the back of the net for a 5-0 advantage. One of the players of the week in the LSC this week is Asaf Crystal, as he helped WT to that 2-0 start in LSC play. As a sophomore has played lights out in goal, Crystal started the week with a 3-0 shutout victory over Eastern New Mexico, converting 6 saves on 8 shots faced. Tel Aviv Israel native carried that momentum into the Buffs' matchup with Lubbock Christian when he made a pair of saves to keep the Chaps scoreless. Crystal played 80 of the game's 90 minutes before returning to the bench. And so, again, big important conference matchup for both of these teams as West Texas sits atop the conference mark along with Midwestern, both 2-0. St. Mary's is down in 6th place with that 0-1-1 record. They're tied with Lubbock Christian for that 0-1-1 record, and so too with Texas A&M International. So, again, several teams looking for some movement in conference play today. As we get set for our matchup, first the starting lineup for St. Mary's, it will be Andre Sheffley in goal, the 5'10 senior from Katy, Texas. Lewis Nohart will get the start in the back line, the 5'9 senior from Scotland. Also, Luke Mulkey, the 6'1 sophomore from Parker, Texas, will be along the back line, along with Jose Rivera, a 5'11 senior from Laredo. Adam Abuhamidi, a sophomore from Wolfworth, played at Friendship High School. He will be one of the midfielders, along with Kean Foley, 5'10 graduate student from Ireland. Also, Alexander Carey from Glasgow, Scotland. He'll also be in the midfield position, the 5'7" sophomore from Glasgow. And Gael Gallegos, a 5'10" freshman from Laredo High School, will be up front, along with Gero Walters, a transfer student. He's in his 5th year from Kuckuckrucken, Germany, 6'3" defensive player. And Bradley Green, 6'1" junior from Essex, England, along with Reese Williams, a 5'10" junior from Brookshire, England. That'll be the starters for St. Mary's. They will be in their gray uniforms with gold trim and blue numerals as they get set for this matchup today. The Buffs, of course, in their home maroon uniforms as they get set for this one today. Their starting lineup looks this way. It will be Asaf Kristal in goal from Tel Aviv. He's a sophomore. Daniel Burton and Theo Bennett will be along the back line. Burton from San Clement, Jersey, a 6'4" junior, and Bennett's a 6'1" junior from Cheshire, England. Also Brian Martinez along the back line from Houston, Texas. Then Sam Scarth will be a midfielder, the 5'11" senior from Liverpool. And Matteo Landis, 6' sophomore from Vitré, France. Also, Elijah Dewanu, a junior from Montreal, Quebec, played at Hill College. Dylan Watson will be up front from Flower Mound, Texas, a 6' sophomore. DeJounte Davis, 5'9" freshman from Prosper, Texas, also up front. And Josh Beeson, the 6'1" freshman from Warwickshire, England, also will be up front. And that's the starters for the Buffaloes as they get set for this matchup today. And so the Buffs, again, coming in with this 2-0 conference mark, winning their last 2 conference games, and really have kind of turned their season around in the right direction as far as the Buffaloes are concerned. And so, again, it's been a good run for head coach Butch Laufer and the Buffalo crew. Again, this is the first of 2 games here today at the pitch. Game time temperature 87 degrees, wind out of the southwest, 18 gusting to 30. So that could come into play in this one today. So we'll see how that goes. But nevertheless, the Buffaloes get set to try to continue moving along. Now, they have played St. Mary's. They played them the first game of the season at St. Mary's, and they lost that one 2-0 on the road, their very first contest, and then they lost their second contest at Fort Lewis before getting things going. We'll take a timeout, be back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
We going, and how are we going to get there? Get there with room to spare in your new Ford Expedition from Tri-State Ford and I-40 at Ross. Grab your friends and go. Tons of new Fords are rolling in. Face the road ahead in a dependable truck, the built Ford Tough F-150. Looking for more horsepower? Saddle up the legendary Ford Mustang. Or how about a new Bronco or a Maverick? We've got your new ride. You'll find friendly hometown service every day at Tri-State Ford. Come see us on I-40 at Ross.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
And the conclusion of our national anthem as we get set for this one today. Of course, everyone does know what's taking place in the world and what's happening, especially over in Israel, as a couple of players for the Buffaloes, both starting goalie Asaf Kristal from Tel Aviv and Ben Siri from Nassau, Israel. Both have family, of course, in that country. But talked to Bush Laufer before we came up here to the booth today. He said those guys are doing okay. They've talked to family right now. Everything is okay for them and their family. And so, we want to keep them in our thoughts and prayers as well. Anyone affected by what's going on over there. But again, Asaf, of course, from Tel Aviv. And so it Ben Siri from Nahala. And so both of those will keep them and special thoughts as well as the Buffs get set to get this one underway. Asav Kristall will be in goal. He will be wearing the gold uniform today, while for the Rattlers it will be Andre Sheffley, again from Katy, Texas, and he will be in the green goalkeeper uniform for this one today. It will be St. Mary's going from left to right, the Buffs going from right to left as we start this one out. And again, we just asked momentarily a little bit ago, the South Central regional rankings right now. Midwestern State sits in the top spot in the region. CSU Pueblo is number 2. Tyler is number 3. Colorado Mesa is 4. St. Mary's sits ahead of WT. They're in the 5 spot. Fort Lewis is 6, and West Texas is 7, followed by Westminster, Lubbock Christian, and UC Colorado Springs. So this is an important matchup, obviously, for the regional rankings and setup and everything else. And so very important for the Buffaloes in this one today, let alone the conference matchup as well. And so, again, important one. Neither team ranked, although St. Mary's has received some votes as far as the national standings are concerned. Franklin Pierce, still the number 1 team. Midwestern is number 2. CSU Pueblo is number 5. Also in the rankings, UT Tyler is number 18. And as mentioned, St. Mary's has received votes so far in the top 25. St. Mary's controls it. They have it along the back line with it. Dribbling around is Sandy Carey. He'll come over to the right side before he's tackled down. And so that tackle came about from Brian Martinez. So knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Rattlers, again in the road gray uniforms. As they get set to put this in play, it'll be Luke Mulkey who will get it in. They get it to the back line over across the way. Jose Rivera will drive it down in the corner. Trying to dribble over there, just lost the handle on it as it went out of bounds for St. Mary's. So the Buffs will throw this one into the back line. Daniel Burton will control it. Gets it back to Asav Kristall. Asav will put his foot into it out toward the midline. It's going to be headed back by St. Mary's. Again, these two teams played the very first match of the season. Scramble for the loose ball. Watson trying to get it. He's taken down to the turf, and so it goes back to the goalie. Sheffley will bring it out to the near side. Here's a pass up ahead. Controlling it, Luke Mulkey. Try to drive it on the near sideline. Now he'll lob it up ahead. But running that one, trying to head it back, is Elaj Diune. Diune tried to knock that one forward, but unfortunately just kind of off the side of his head knocked it out of bounds. So a throw in for St. Mary's, and it will be Luke Mulkey getting it in. That's going to be kicked out of bounds. It still will be St. Mary's toss. And so once again, Mulkey, the 6'1 sophomore from Parker, Texas, will get it in play. Diune will knock that one in again out of bounds on the near side right in front of the WT bench. If it comes in, they go to the back line to reset the offense. There's pressure. Now working it around. It's a pass over the near side to Mulkey. Try to work it up ahead, but Diune kicks that one to the back line. It's going to be headed back to the goalie, and he'll reset. Beeson putting pressure on the goalies. He comes to the near side. There is a kick up ahead and out of bounds as Jiro Walters put that out in front. St. Mary's controls it now. WT with the theft. Jante will get it up ahead to Watson. Maybe see if Watson can catch up to this one down in the corner before it goes out. He cannot. It was a nice lead, nice idea that time by DeJounte Davis. Freshman from Prosper just trying to lead Watson up ahead, but that went out of bounds, so that'll be a goal kick for St. Mary's. Rattlers get set to put this one in play. Beeson standing right on the edge of the box, put pressure on the goalie. Sheffley will drive it to the near side, and he'll find Walters, who comes over to Mulkey. Mulkey has that one kicked out of bounds, and the officials say that'll be a WT throw-in. Diune lobs it way up ahead, trying to work it around the pressure, trying to get it in the middle to Landis. Mateo. Now it's back to Scarth, who'll go to the back line. Theo Bennett goes across the pitch over on the far side. And that was Hartman trying to get that one going, but couldn't. Up ahead, Beeson got defended away from the ball. Two players converged on him, and so he had the ball taken away. So, again, it will be the Rattlers who will keep this in play. This is also youth players' night tonight, so anyone wearing a soccer jersey, any eighth grader, kindergarten through eighth grader who wears a soccer jersey will receive free admission to this one tonight. So we see a couple of the youngsters making their way into the pitch, so they have free access tonight for this match with St. Mary's. That's going to be offside called on the Rattlers, getting up ahead of the defenders for the Rattlers was Abanumide. So Adam just got up ahead of the defenders, and so he goes back to Crystal. Asoff will go to the far side of the pitch. He'll kick that one out of bounds, and so that'll be a throw in for St. Mary's. And again, wind at the back of the Buffaloes right now from that southwest, and so if it gets up in the air, it could do just like what it just did, sail a little bit. Martinez controls it, goes to the back line, as Burton will put his foot into it, trying to get it up ahead. Back line of St. Mary's controls it. They bring it across. And that will be Walters who boots it out of bounds, so it will be a Buff throw-in. Keaton Hartman will get that in. DeJounte will drive it across the midline, but St. Mary's will control it, so they'll go back to their goalkeeper, Andre Shuffley. Shuffley's kick is going to be controlled by the Buffaloes. Scarth will get it up ahead to Martinez. Now he'll boot it over to the near side. Look to and find Watson. Dillon driving along the left side, got tripped up, had it taken away, so this will be going back to the goalie. He'll kick to the near side and out of bounds, so that'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Diune gets set to throw this one in, and now the official telling him to move back just a little bit. So he had to move back about 5 yards. He throws this one in. Landis controls it, tries to take it to the middle, doubled up, feeds it to Beeson, trying to get it back to Landis. Diune has it knocked away. Brian Martinez controls it, goes back to the back line, and so that'll be Hartman. Keaton will bring it to the middle. Scarth will come back. Now working it up for the Buffaloes toward the middle is Theo Bennett. Over to the right side, Buffs control it. Hartman goes back to Scarth. He'll work it again to Bennett across to Daniel Burton. The Buffaloes now trying to work it up in their favor. Get it up ahead to Landis. Landis, nice feed up ahead. Here's a shot. Oh, and that one is going to be called offside on the Buffaloes. That was really close. It's a nice feed. And it looked to me that Josh Beeson was right even with the defender, but the far side official says no, that was offside. So a couple go against the Buffaloes there on that one. So St. Mary's clears it to the back line. There's another whistle. Official stops play. So putting it in play will be St. Mary's. So they drive it up on the far side of the pitch. Here's a kick toward the middle, and that's going to go over the head of the intended target, but still controlled. Driving it down in the corner toward the middle. Here's a pass in the inside, blocked away by the Buffaloes. Still a shot. That's going to be over the top of the goal. So that one won't clear. Buffs control it. So Watson will get it over to Martinez. Bryan will dribble around a couple of players from St. Mary's. Now taking it up quickly. Here's a pass from Landis over on the right side. Davis will drive it. Try to feed it toward the middle. It got knocked away. Hartman will pick up the loose ball. He'll bring it to the back line and reset it once again. So it comes over the near side. Dioune will dribble it up, feeds it the middle. Here's a pass over to Watson. Watson goes along the left, on the near side, left side, drives through some traffic, still has control, looks to feed it over, does, over to Scarth. Scarth has it knocked away by St. Mary's. And so St. Mary's controls it. They go to the back line. Now back to the goalie. Sheffley will now bring it out to the near side. So driving it up will be Walters. He'll bring it up himself. Nobody cuts him off. Across the midline, comes over on the near side to Foley. Foley has that one knocked away. It'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. St. Mary's, of course, under the direction of Johnny Clifford. He's in his 6th season with the Rattlers. Gary Tucker and Denny Cresto are his assistants. Butch Lawfer in his 33rd season with the Buffaloes. Of course, James Crowder in his 10th as the WT assistant, along with Danny out in his 3rd season. He had a very warm, sun-splashed afternoon here in Canyon, Texas. 87 degrees was our first kick temperature. Not a cloud in the sky here in Canyon, so beautiful afternoon. No score. We played just over 13 minutes. There's a shot toward the middle. And that one's going to be driven out. I don't know if Asoff couldn't grab a hold of that or what the deal was, but quickly St. Mary's gets it in. That one was knocked out of bounds by Dioune. There's an offsides called on St. Mary's. So it'll be a goal kick for the Buffaloes. Bryce Sheets, happy to be coming your way in the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Buffs control it on the far side of the pitch. Daniel Burton will feed it toward the middle. Martinez goes back to his goalie. Cristal will control it again, comes to the near side to Theo Bennetts. Bennetts try to feed it to Landis, back to Bennetts, over to Martinez. Martinez to Burton. He'll get it up ahead. Scarth. Cross it over to Martinez, who comes over to the near side. Dioune will feed it up ahead. Looks to find Landis. Landis. No, a nice feed up ahead to Elich. And he just couldn't control it. That was a good feed. Had him breaking from the back. And he was running up quickly. And just a little too far out of reach for the junior from Montreal. So Mulkey controls it, gets it up ahead to Foley. Foley will feed it to Adam Ubahamidi. Ubahamidi just lost control of it and goes over to the Buffaloes. Here's a pass toward the right side, and that's going to be out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. Rattlers again coming in this one, 6-3-2. The Buffs 5-3-2. At the midline, controlled by St. Mary's, that goes to the back row. Walters will come over to the near side. He'll look to Mulkey. Mulkey will try to feed it up ahead. Buffs able to make that theft, but just kick it in the middle of the concentration of players for St. Mary's, and they take it away. Sheffley has it. Comes over to the near side once again. Walters will boot this one up. Leo Bennett will control it. Bennett will take it toward the middle. Scarth will lob it up ahead, trying to get it up to Watson. Watson keeps it in bounds. Tries to kick it over, and that's going to be kicked out of bounds, so that'll be a corner kick for the Buffaloes. So Dylan Watson's slow to get up as he stretches out just a little bit. And Mateo Landis will put this one in play, the 6-foot sophomore from Vitry, France. Played at Georgia Southwestern before coming here to WT. He'll put it in play with his left foot. Lobs it up toward the goal. There's a header. It's going to be knocked away by St. Mary's, so that should be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Oh, they're going to say it's off of... Yeah, it is a throw-in for WT, so they get it in quickly. This is going to be lobbed up toward the goal. He would come out, but he was able to gauge that one, and Sheffley pulls that in. Now we'll send it out to the near side. Gets it to Walters. Got pressure on him from Beeson. Scramble. Watson with the theft. Watson brings it back to Beeson. Beeson will kick it out to the middle to Scarth. Scarth will go over to the right side. Davis. Jante will try to dribble through traffic. Goes to the right side. That's going to be kicked away and out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. And so getting set to put this one in play will be Hartman. Played 17 minutes, no score here in this first half. That's going to be headed back by the Rattlers, controlled by the Buffaloes. Davis goes to the back line to reset at the midline. Goes to Bennett's. Theo, everybody backtracks a little bit, goes back over to Burton. Burton will reset it on the right side. Drives it up to Davis. Davis tried to drive around, and he hits the turf hard after that. May have came up and hit him in the face, and time called by the official, DeJounte. I think he tried to go around the player, tried to kick it up, and it may have kicked him in the face with the ball. And so he's slow to get up, but he's up, and he seems to be okay. So it'll be a free kick for St. Mary's. Clock is now wound once again as Davis comes up. So they come to the near side, and it's Luke Mulkey. Drives it up ahead. Finds Alexander Carey. Goes back to the back line. Again, St. Mary's won the first meeting between these two, the first game of the year, 2-0. And there's going to be a trip called on WT. So a free kick for St. Mary's. So the Buffaloes have to set up the defense now as St. Mary's will have an opportunity. So the Buffs will set up their line. Everybody matches up. Everybody's out of the box. Here's the kick. It's going to be headed out by Mateo. In the air, it's going to be headed again. This time knocked out by Scarth. Scramble for it. Cristal comes up with it. Asoff, goalie of the week in the LSC. Gets it to the outside. Scarth will go back to the back line to Bennett, who will now reset with Cristal, who will put his foot into this one, trying to drive it up ahead to Bennett's, or to Josh Beeson, but it was knocked away by the Rattlers. They control it on the back line. Walters looks, comes to the near side, trying to dribble around the traffic there. That's taken away nicely. Nice defensive play that time by Mateo Landis as he took that one away from Reese Williams. Try to dribble through. Again, the Buffs converge and they take it away. Davis will go over to the right side. Scarth will bring it up. Sam will feed it to the middle. Martinez, he's tripped up, no call. Nice tackle, take away by the Rattlers, and in particular, Bradley Green takes that one away. To the back line, they work it as Walters goes over to the far side of the pitch. Here's a drive by St. Mary's up in the right sideline. Abu Hamadi will drive it, try to dribble through traffic. Now he'll come back out and reset. Here's a drive toward the middle, knocked away by the Buffaloes. And there is a foul and a trip called on St. Mary's. And even though Reese Williams won't agree, the junior transfer from Randall Egg School and the Walsh University will get called for the foul. Slowly getting up from that one as the Buffs put that in play is Brian Martinez, trying to regain a bit of wind after he had that knocked out. He gets it in the middle. Brian will go to the back line. Theo Bennett's over to Daniel Burton. Burton will feed it up ahead. Trying to drive toward the middle. Mateo will find Scarth. Scarth will feed Beeson. Beeson has a shot. Oh, it's going to be knocked away. Nice goal by Sheffley as Andre able to take that one. Buffs still control it. Here's another shot in the middle, knocked away by St. Mary's, and that's going to be a corner kick for WT as that one goes out of bounds. A couple of subs coming in for West Texas as Trevor Suggs. And also coming in, Chris Palomino, the 5'9" junior from Houston. Trevor from Las Cruces, the 6'3" junior. They come in. Again, a hot afternoon, 87 degrees was our game time temp. As Josh Beeson will come out. He and Dylan Watson will get a breather. So here's the corner kick. Buffs will send it in the air. It's going to be over the top of the goal. There's a header back. And still controlling it. It gets in the middle. Now it's going to be knocked out. Buffs control it. Here's a shot just over the top of the goal. DeJounte Davis had a good look. Just put too much oomph in the kick. And it sails over the top crossbar. Coming in for St. Mary's will be Juan Jose Valdez Lopez, the 5'9" senior from Paraguay. Played at Lubbock Christian before transferring to St. Mary's.
Entering the pitch for the Rattlers, number 14, Juan Jose Valdez Lopez.
Ball controlled by St. Mary's. Goes to the back line. Here's a drive up ahead, and Juan Jose will control it toward the middle. Here's a pitch over on the far side, trying to get it up to Abu Mabinde. And he drives it in the middle, and that's going to be driven out of bounds. So that'll be a corner kick for the Rattlers. So getting set to put this in play will be Reese Williams, 5'10" junior. Sets everybody up. Williams ready to go. Puts this one in play. It's going to be headed around, knocked about. Buffs come away with it. Scramble for the ball. St. Mary's takes it away. So that's taken away by Adam Abu Hamidi. He'll go back to his goalie, and now they'll reset it. And Walters has it taken away. Back to Reese. Back, I should say, to Andre. Goes into the corner, and that's going to be kicked out of bounds, and that will be a Buffalo throw-in. Getting set is Dione to throw this one in. To Landis. Landis over to Palomino. Scarth to the back line, Martinez. Martinez will feed it across the way. With it is Keaton Hartman. Hartman will feed it back to the middle. Scrambling on the ball. St. Mary's comes away with the theft. Backline controls it for the Rattlers. Kick back to the goalie. Sheffley will bring it out to the near side to Mulkey. Mulkey will drive it toward the middle. Fed up once again on the far side. Scramble for the loose ball. And that was Juan Jose Valdez Lopez that knocked it out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick for the Buffs. You saw Cristal will put this one in play. Cristal's bringing it way out, so they get a free kick from there. Cristal will put it in play over to Brian Martinez. He'll work it to Bennett's. Back to Martinez in the middle. Got defenders on him there. Bennett's back to Martinez. Now he'll drive up toward the middle, trying to feed it up ahead. There's a race for the ball over on the far side. Landis trying to get there, but the goalie has it. Sheffley kicks it to the far outside, taken away by the Buffs. They feed it toward the middle. Here's a dribble through traffic. Here's a shot, and it's in there for a goal. Nice job for the Buffaloes, and a big goal for the Buffs' number 9, Mateo Landis. And again, nice theft. They took it away from the goalie and able to get it into the back of the net.
That goal was scored by your number 9, Mateo Landis.
So Landis comes up with a goal to give the Buffs a 1-0 lead. And head coach Johnny Clifford has some words of instruction for Andre Sheffley. I think primarily he was telling them to get it out instead of trying to control it in the box to get it away and kick it to the outside. So 1-0, Buffs with the lead. As the Buffs get that goal from Mateo Landis. 26:09 mark of the first half. Attacking back the other way, St. Mary's. That one is going to be knocked out of bounds, and so that'll be a corner kick for St. Mary's. I think there was a Buff defender there that thought it was out of bounds and knocked it with his hand, and sideline official said no, that was still in play for it. Touched the ground. So corner kick for St. Mary's. They are all back deep in the net. Here's the lob up ahead. Everybody breaks free. There's a header and a scramble for it. And the ball is kicked out by the Buffaloes, and that's going to be out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Rattlers. We have to wait to get a new soccer ball as that one comes over the fence. So the officials get that in play. They do get a new soccer ball, and Mulkey will put this one in play. Scramble for it right in front of the WT bench. Buffs trying to make the theft, and they do. Except it hits the referee. They were trying to clear it, and it hit the referee, so that'll be a free kick, I believe, for WT. So the ref puts it in play. Theo Bennett will put this one in action. Gives it back to Crystal. He will lob it up, trying to feed it up ahead. Looking to get it ahead to Trevor Suggs. Scramble for the ball at the midline. Buffs control it. Dribbling over toward the near side. Here's a pass up ahead to Palomino. Chris trying to dribble. Goes over the right side to Davis. Davis tried to control that one, but it got away from him, and it'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. Another sub getting set to come in for the Rattlers will be Jose Yano, 5'5", fifth-year player from Mexico City. He will come in for Reese Williams.
Entering the pitch for the Rattlers, number 16, Jose Yano.
Here's the throw-in for the Rattlers. Control it toward the back line, now trying to get it up ahead. The Buffs got to head that one back. Scramble for it. Landis gets it out on the near side. It's taken away now to the back line. Diune will go back to Bennett. Bennett will reset the offense. Had Palomino on the right side, just couldn't get it up to him. And here's a big kick up ahead, and that's going to go out of bounds from the Buffaloes as Daniel Burton just put his foot into that one. And again, with this wind out of the southwest at 18, gusting 25 to 30, kind of sailed on that one. This one's knocked away by the Buffs. They control it. Oh, nice play by Dione. Gets it to Scarth. That goes over to the back line. Hartman will send it over to Bennett. Bennett goes toward the middle. Back to Bennett. Goes over to Burton. Burton will go back to the goalie, Crystal. Ace-off. Try to feed it up ahead. And Palomino keeps that in bounds. Scramble. Here's a feed up ahead to Chris Palomino. Palomino controls it, takes it back to the middle, taken away by St. Mary's. It goes out of bounds. And the official on the sideline says that is a Buff throw-in. 14:34 left to play in the first half. WT leads this 1-1-0. Here's a lob up ahead into the sun. That was a tough play for Landis. Scarth runs it down toward the midline. Sends it to the back line to Hartman. He'll reset it to Burton. Burton will bring it over. Bennett will feed it to Palomino. Chris working to Martinez, tries to feed it up to Davis. Jante will go along the right sideline. Now dribbles between two defenders. Comes over in the corner, kicks it back toward the middle, trying to feed it toward the middle. That was taken away. Nice defense that time by the Rattlers. Scramble. Rattlers control it. Loose ball is going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a WT throw-in. So before that, we got a sub coming in for the Buffaloes.
Entering the pitch, number 35, Gabriel Navarez.
And so Gabriel Navarez will make his way in. Changing uniform numbers every once in a while. Sometimes he's 20, sometimes like today he's 35. So he'll come in, give DeJounte Davis a break. Buffs put this one in play. Good to see Ken Johnson here. Good to take some soccer in this afternoon. We'll get ready for a WT football game on Saturday against Western New Mexico. All part of homecoming festivities this week. 2 games today. Got volleyball on Friday on the pink out. And then, of course, the football game on Saturday. Buffs have this one. They control it across the midline, driving it up. Palomino takes it toward the middle. Now a good feed up ahead, trying to get it to Suggs. That's going to be kicked out of bounds. And that's going to be a corner kick for WT. 12:27 left to play in the first half. Buffs lead this 1-1-0. Getting set to put this in play will be Chris Palomino. Get set to lob this one in action. Toward the net, scramble for it. St. Mary's will clear it out here on the near side. It'll be a free throw in for the Buffs as it goes out of bounds. Diune will get it in quickly to Cristal. Cristal will reset it. There's Palomino on the right side, and he goes this way. Nope, goes to Suggs in the middle. It's going to be headed out. Suggs tries to run that one down. Landis controls it. Suggs trying to get it, and we got a foul called on St. Mary's. So free kick for the Buffs. Sam Scarth will put this one in play. Waiting for the referee. 11:04 coming up on the 11-minute mark left to play in this first half. There's a lob toward the middle. And whistle called. Got a hand action on that one, so it bounced up and hit Landis's hand. Scarth says this one is controlled over on the far side by St. Mary's. Good speed driving down there is Lopez. Tries to get it toward the middle, and that's knocked away. A couple of substitutes getting set to come in for St. Mary's. And the officials say, hold up while we get these subs coming in. So Santiago Nunez, 5'10" senior from Bogota, Colombia, comes in for St. Mary's. Also in Avery Estel, 5'10" freshman from Flower Mound. Asaf Cristal will put this in play. The sophomore from Tel Aviv has it headed back at the midline. Scramble for it there. Fight for it. Controlled by the Buffaloes. As they come up on the right side, they get it up ahead to Palomino. Crisp shot just off to the left. Had a good angle on that one. Tried to get the left foot to bring it around a little bit more. But his momentum was kind of carrying him toward the goal, so unable to get the momentum he wanted on that one.
Entering the pitch for the Buffs, number 18, Venancio Calderon.
So Venancio Calderon will come in for the Buffaloes. As Sam Scarth will make his way out, get a breather. With 9:15 left to play here in the first half, Buffs lead this one 1-0. Ball put in play by Sheffley. And Buffs putting a lot of pressure on there as St. Mary's tries to clear this one out, and it's going to go out of bounds. Again, got it up in the air, and that wind carried it kind of out of bounds. Ball put in play. Buffs will bring it to the back line. Bennett's tries to drive it up ahead to Palomino. Chris trying to control it. Scramble for it. That's going to be kicked out of bounds, and that will be a Buffs throw in. 8:37 left to play. Palomino will throw this one. Nope. Diune will throw this one in. Illich gets set to put this in play. Lobs it up toward the goal. It's going to be headed out by St. Mary's. Buffs, Brian Martinez will head it back. Scramble for the loose ball, and St. Mary's comes away with it. They feed it over on the far side. Tried to dribble around traffic is Sandy Carey. Goes back to Sheffley. In goal. Sheffley will bring it out to the near side. That'll be Walters who will try to bring it up and gets it up ahead. Here's a feed, trying to feed it way up ahead. Nice scramble, loose ball. Illich is back there. Put some brakes on that one, but controlling it. Lopez shot on the way is knocked away. Scramble for the loose ball right at the top of the bar. Still a scramble. That's going to be kicked out of bounds. Man, that was a nice shot that time by Lopez, but he got the crossbar at the top end and knocking it away. Saw Cristal able to get it away. So it'll be a throw in for St. Mary's. 7:18 left to play here in the first half. 1-0. Buffs lead this one. And the head coach, Johnny Clifford, you can hear him above as he's yelling at the official on the near sideline. That one's going to be knocked out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for St. Mary's. And now he's yelling at the referee. Time called. Time called as Cristall is down in net. So they're going to go over and attend for him. So timeout taken with 6:43 left to play to tend to ace off Cristall. We'd like to recognize Lions Realty as a proud partner of WT Athletics. Give them a call at 806-358-3900. Lions Realty, official realtor of WT Athletics. And WT Athletics would like to thank Meta Drive Pharmacy for their support of the athletic program located on 23rd Street. Meta Drive can assist with all your pharmaceutical needs. Meta Drive is the official pharmacy of WT Athletics. So Johnny Clifford getting his $15 worth of information in to the head referee. Now the referee will come to the midline and have a discussion with the head coach. And you could hear him above, everybody here at the pitch. And so he was trying to get his point across. Cristall had fallen down. And I think what he's saying primarily is the ball did not hit the bar and bounce back. It hit the net under the bar and bounced back. And so now the sideline official is warning him to go back to the bench. And so both he and his assistant, Gary Tucker, have been told to head back to the near sideline. Still 1-0, 6:41 left to play here in this first half. It'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. The Rattlers control it as they are down in the corner. They lob this one up toward the net. It's going to be over the head of anybody. And so trying to run that down on the far corner. The Rattlers send it to the middle. Buffs take it away. Here's a kick up ahead. With it, Suggs has it and gets it over on the near side to Landis. Landis feeds it over on the far side, driving it for the Buffaloes. Navarez has it, feeds it toward the middle, and that is going to be St. Mary's with the takeaway. Scramble for the ball, Elidge, and there's a foul called as the player played that perfectly as he waited for the contact from Elidge and fell down, and Elidge complaining that he didn't really touch Juan Jose Valdez Lopez, but still a free kick for the Rattlers. 5:48 left to play here in the first half. Over on the far side of the pitch, Rattlers will drive this one up toward the midline. Here's a kick way up ahead, and that'll be controlled on the near side. Elidge with the theft will bring this one up, scramble for it. And that'll be a throw-in for Luke Mulkey for the Rattlers. Throws it, puts it in play. Buffs take it away. Landis has it. And he'll feed it back over to Elidge, who will go back to Theo Bennett. Bennett puts his foot into it, try to get it up to Suggs. It's going to be headed out by St. Mary's. Scramble over on the far side of the pitch, driving over that way for the Rattlers. Trying to drive through traffic is Abahu Mamidi. The shot that Cristall controls, kind of lays down at the net. Now he'll come up quickly. Under 5 minutes left to play. Cristall will boot this one way up into the WT offensive end of things. Martinez controls it. Bryan will dribble away, goes over on the far side to Hartman. Hartman will lob it up ahead to Suggs. Trevor trying to run that one down, controlled, it's out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Sheffley. A couple of substitutes. Lewis Coates will come in for St. Mary's, and for the Buffaloes, it'll be Rohotam Weiss. as Rotom Weiss, comes in for the
Entering the
Buffs.
pitch for the Rattlers, number 15, Luis Cotes. And entering the pitch for the Buffs, number 16, Rotem Weiss.
So St. Mary's controls it. 3:40 left to play. Bring it toward the middle. Elidge will make the theft. It's going to be headed up by Martinez and knocked out of bounds. He's trying to bring the defenders over. They wanted to try to feed it up ahead. St. Mary sends it in to the goalie. He'll send it back. Walters will control it. Over on the far side of the pitch. That'll be Luis Cotes. He gets it up ahead to Mulkey. Mulkey will drive it toward the middle to Lopez. Look to stream it up ahead. Buffs put pressure on the ball there. It's knocked out of bounds, and it will be Daniel Burton kicking that one away. So it'll be a throw-in for the Rattlers. They get it in quickly. Controlling it there is Estelle. His shot up toward the goal is going to be controlled by Cristal. Slowly walking out with less than 2:30 left to play. Over on the far side, Hartman. Get it back to Burns. Back to Hartman. He'll bring it across the pitch over on the near side to Bennett's. Bennett's to Elidge. Back to Theo Bennett's to Cristal, who will boot this one away. Get it out toward the midline. It's going to be headed back. Buffs control it. Palomino dribble through. Now he'll try to feed it up on the right side. He was trying to get a lead up ahead for the Buffs as they were trying to feed it to Gabriel Navarez. St. Mary's controls it. 1:30 left to play. There's a lob up ahead. Elidge will drive that one up to Brian Martinez. Martinez has that deflected off. There's a pass up ahead. St. Mary's has it. Pressure by the Buffs. Here's a feed over on the right side. Driving is Calderon. Nice feed in the middle. Oh, and just stumbling. Calderon had a nice feed. Trying to get it up ahead to Navarez, who just fell.
Buffs, number 27, Kelvin Ortega.
Kelvin Ortega comes in for the Buffs. As we've just passed 1 minute left to play. Give Brian Martinez a bit of a breather. So the ball comes in. Buffs will head it out toward the goal. St. Mary's looks to take this one away and does. 40 seconds left. Buffs lead at 1-0 here in the first. Now they go to the back line. Mulkey will bring it up on the near side. Puts his foot into it, trying to feed it up ahead. Scramble for the loose ball. And that's going to be kicked out of bounds by Theo Bennett. So quick throw in for the Rattlers. They feed it toward the middle. Buffs come away with it. Here's a shot, trying to get it over the head of the goalie. That's going to go out of bounds. And so it'll be a goal kick, and that'll be the end of the first half. Buffs lead this one by a count of 1-0 here in Youth Appreciation Day. So Buffs will go into the halftime with this lead, thanks in part to the nice goal at the 26 minutes set by Mateo Landis as he was able to get that one in. Again today, those kindergarten through 8th grade and wear a soccer jersey get in free. There's also a mini soccer ball that they receive, and also a mini pitch will be set up for the players to play with, which they can do here at the half as well. Buffs lead it 1-0. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign, raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
That egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe ag lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
I'm celebrating my 40th year in business this year. That's longer than any other GM dealer in the Texas Panhandle. At Greg Lair Buick GMC, my selling points remain the same. Our non-commissioned sales staff and my free lifetime powertrain warranty give you complete peace of mind. If that's not enough, now I'll give you $2,000 best price guarantee, and I'll still give you a free lifetime warranty. Why go anywhere else? I'm Greg Lair, and I personally guarantee you this will be the best buying experience you've ever had.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go! In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process, and And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
For a onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
One West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
Optimum Internet has next level speed. Get 300 meg internet for as low as $35 a month. How fast is that? Fast enough to stream on multiple devices with 99.9% network reliability and equipment included. Or go even faster and get a $200 prepaid card. Get 300 meg internet for $35 a month with Optimum Mobile for as low as $15 a month. Call 866-9-OPTIMUM, go to Optimum.com, or visit a store today. Get closer, go farther with Optimum.
Well, welcome back to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M as the Buffaloes lead here at the half 1-0 over St. Mary's, and an important LSC matchup, obviously a regional placement game for this one today. As we look at our halftime statistics, it is St. Mary's who has more shots than WT. They have 8 compared to 5 for the Buffaloes. Shots on goal, 3 for the Rattlers, 2 for WT. Saves, though, 1 for the Rattlers, 3 for Asaf Kristall, who's come away with 3 saves in that one. 2 fouls each way for both teams. Corner kicks, 2 for St. Mary's and 3 for the Buffaloes. Both teams have been whistled off sides twice as well in this one today. Of course, this is the first of 2, a homecoming matchup, so to speak, because this is homecoming week here on the campus of West Texas A&M. The Buffs, of course, playing St. Mary's in this matchup. And this evening it will be the Lady Buffs soccer team taking on Lubbock Christian, so that'll be a good matchup as well. Volleyball in action on Friday evening, and then, of course, on Saturday will be WT football as they get set to play their homecoming game against Western New Mexico, so that indeed should be a good one. Again, as we look at the LSC standings at the moment, Midwestern and West Texas both sit atop the conference with a 2-0 mark. UT Tyler is 1-0-1, and Dallas Baptist and Eastern New Mexico are both 1-1. St. Mary's, Lubbock Christian, Texas A&M International, and Oklahoma Christian, and St. Edwards are all 0-1-1. And so that's some of the that's the standings, I should say, for the LSC. Midwestern is 10-0-1 on the year so far, and again, number 2 ranked in the country behind Franklin Pierce. And again, also ranked is St. Mary's, as they've received some votes for being in the top 25 as well. And also UT Tyler is ranked 18th. And again, as we talked about the South Central Regional rankings, it's Midwestern State 1, followed by CSU Pueblo, Texas. UT Texas Tyler is 3rd in the region, followed by Colorado Mesa, St. Mary's, Fort Lewis, and West Texas A&M is 7th, and Westminster is 8th. Lubbock Christian is 9th, and so that's why this is an important seeding matchup. In fact, in the South Central Regional rankings, WT was not even ranked before taking 2 last week, including that win over Lubbock Christian, and it dropped the Chaparrals from 7th to 9th, and so that's why they have taken that 7th spot in the regional rankings. Of course, the preseason poll, St. Mary's was picked to win the conference, followed by Midwestern, and then West Texas A&M. DBU was 4th, Oklahoma Christian 5th, and Lubbock Christian was 6th. And again, as mentioned right now, WT and Midwestern sit atop the LSC, both with 2-0 marks so far this conference season. We'll take another timeout. We're going to do so. We'll be back to the pitch. Again, our score at the half, the Buffaloes lead this one 1-0 over the Rattlers. We'll take a timeout and be back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks!
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. 1 for you, 1 for him, and 1 for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference.
WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
Welcome back to the pitch. 1-0, the Buffs lead here at the half. A reminder, of course, today is Buffs Youth Soccer Day. Children ages kindergarten through 8th grade who wear a soccer jersey receive free entry and a mini soccer ball. There also will be a mini pitch set up for youth players during the game. And again, there are several youngsters out here in their soccer jerseys, so they have taken advantage of this one so far today. And again, beautiful afternoon for soccer here in Canyon, Texas, as we are at 85 degrees, so we've cooled a whole 2 degrees down since our first kick today. But wind still coming in out of the southwest at 17 miles per hour. And so again, just a windy afternoon here in Canyon as the Buffaloes get set to get the second half underway. And they will be going from left to right. St. Mary's will be going from right to left. The Buffs will put this one in play. ball's in play. We're set to go. St. Mary's defensive line will knock this one back. Buffs trying to make a theft here. St. Mary's comes away with it, comes up on the near side. They feed it up ahead. As controlling it will be Lopez, as it knocked away. So that'll be a goal kick for the Buffaloes. Ace off Crystal. We'll put this one in play. Here's a shot that's going to be headed out by the Buffaloes. Scramble, and nope, the officials say play on, play on. Yeah, they're asking for a foul in the box. Officials saying keep playing. St. Mary's controls it. They bring it to the back line. Now they'll bring it back to their goalie. As Sheffley will bring it out. Across the midline. St. Mary's controls it. Goes back to Ace off Crystal, who will kick this one out. A header up at the midline. Scramble for it. Josh Beeson trying to come away with a theft. Sheffley will run this one down. And we'll drive it out here to the near side. It's going to be controlled by Lopez. He'll feed it a nice feed toward the middle. That's going to be taken away as defenders converge on the ball and take it away. Martinez has it. He'll feed it up ahead on the right side, but too far for Davis to get to. So St. Mary's with the theft. They go back to the back line, and that's Walters. Buffs come away with this one. Landis trying to get around the defender. Takes it down on the left side, looks to feed it toward the middle, and that's going to be kicked away. So let's see, that should be, we're going to see, yeah, corner kick. Should be a corner kick for the Buffaloes, and that will be the case. Yes, Mateo Landis will put this one in play. Southmore from France hubs this one up, and it's going to be headed out. Watson controls it, looks to get around the defender, comes to the back line. Here's Sam Scarth putting his foot into it. That one backs the goalie back into the net as Sheffley will come out with it, and we'll roll it over to the far side. Trying to drive up on that one is Mulkey. Mulkey will feed it up ahead. St. Mary's attacks over on the far side of the pitch. Trying to drive it into the corner. Obahamadi gets it to the back line. That'll be Bradley Green. That's going to be taken out by the Buffaloes. Davis has it. He's tripped up, no call. That's going to be kicked out, and so that'll be a WT throw-in. Time taken by the official. He's going to have a conversation on the far sideline with Adam Obahamadi. So he's sending Obahamadi over to, I think, make some kind of equipment change. So the Buffs get set to throw this one in. Hartman will go to the back line. Look to and find Burton. Burton goes over. Diune will drive it up. Here's a feed up ahead, trying to get it to Beeson. Beeson will send it back. Back in the corner, there's a shot put up, but that's going to be knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say corner kick for the Buffaloes. They hadn't let Adam Obamidi come back in, and Johnny Clifford, he's going to have vocal damage with the yelling he's doing right now out here on the pitch. Buffs control it. They send it all the way back to Chris Dahl. Chris Dahl will come up and drive this one up on the far side, trying to get it up to Davis. Davis will throw this one in. Buffs will drive it toward the middle. Here's a shot that's not going to go. It's going to be popped in the air. Scramble for the loose ball. Tried to control it, Sam Scarth. Scarth in the corner. Goes down that way. Now kicks it back over on the near side to Hartman. Hartman will look to dribble up, sends it toward the goal. It's going to be kicked away by St. Mary's. And the Rattlers now control it. They come away with a theft. And they have it on the near side. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. Nope, it's going to stay in. Hartman does a nice job to keep that in bounds. Over right in front of the WT bench. The back line controls it for St. Mary's. Lopez is it toward the middle. That's Gallegos. Gallegos tripped away. A nice tackle for the Buffaloes. Still controlling it. Davis has it. Driving it up ahead, trying to get it up to Beeson, and that one's going to be knocked out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick. Ryan Martinez is down for the Buffaloes as he did a sliding tackle twice on that one. So they stop play, 10 to Martinez. Buffs have a couple of subs coming in. Time is called, so they'll stop the clock with 37:47 left to play. Buffs lead at 1-0. Got that goal in the 26th minute of the first half as Mateo Landis was able to drive one in. Now the official says, let's go ahead and get this one going. Martinez says he's okay, so he gets up and will go to the far side of the pitch. Buffs control that one. Buffs converge and come away with the loose ball. Comes over to Lopez though on the near side. Lopez tries to drive it up ahead. Here's a shot that's going to be wide of the goal. And that's going to be out of bounds and will be a goal kick for Chris Dahl. So he'll control it. Couple of subs getting set to come in for the Buffaloes. Kelvin Artiega. And also coming in, Chris Palomino. As Davis comes out. And so Martinez will also come out. He'll get a breather.
Entering the pitch for the Buffs, number 13, Chris Palomino. And number 27,
Buffs put it in play. Rattlers control it. Now Chris Dahl comes up and grabs this one. He'll control it. He's telling everybody, he waves everybody up, so he's going to put his foot into this one. Getting into the wind, so this is going into that southwest wind. So that'll be a little different for the Buffs here as they go into the wind here in this second half. Lopez controls it. Shot is way off the mark. So that'll be a goal kick for the Buffaloes. Buffs put it in play. Daniel Burton will lob it up on the near side to Hartman. He'll feed it up ahead. That ball's taken away by St. Mary's. Rattlers control it. Lewis Noer will feed it up toward the middle. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Buffs. So it will be Chris Dahl who will put this one in play. Played 10 minutes here in the second half. Buffs lead 1-0 over St. Mary's, and again an important regional matchup for both teams as far as standings are concerned. St. Mary's right now ahead of the Buffaloes in the region. Buffs control it, trying to drive. Mateo gets it over on the near side to Palomino. Palomino lobs this one up, trying to get it up there where somebody could head that one in, but instead it goes over the intended target. Trying to get it to Beeson in the middle. Ball comes over to the near side. To the back row. Now to Sheffley. Sheffley will get this one out. Scramble for the ball. Buffs putting pressure on. They take it away. Now St. Mary's clears it up ahead. It's going to go on the far right out of bounds, and so that'll be a WT throw-in. So the Buffs will get set to put this one in play. Diune will throw this one in. Elidge will lob it up ahead. Beeson trying to control it. Buffs take it away. Driving. Hartman looks toward the middle. They got the break. They got the numbers. Here's a shot. It's going to be blocked. Still the Buffs control it. Palomino will go on the right side. He'll feed it back toward the middle. Landis, left-footed, has it knocked away by St. Mary's. Buffs had a great opportunity there. Just couldn't capitalize. They had a 4-on-2 break and just unable to capitalize on that one. Scramble for the ball. Buffs have it. They control it at the midline. Elidge bring it up toward the middle, trying to feed it up ahead, trying to get it to Watson. And that's going to be headed back by the Buffaloes in the wrong direction. They feed it up ahead to St. Mary's over on the right side. Scrambling. Badumali shot is in for the goal as he got that one diving past Asof Crystal. And so a big shot that time for Adam Obuhumidi. It's hard to say for Adam. Nevertheless, the Friendship able to get that one in. Sophomore able to tie this one up at one apiece. Coming back in for the Buffs, Rotem Weiss comes back in for WT. As Dylan Watson will come out. Also coming out was Josh Beeson. As coming in will be Anuncio Calderon. And Trevor Suggs also makes his way back in. Interesting, Sam Scarth helping out a St. Mary's player. I think he's cramping up right now. Scarth trying to stretch out his foot a little bit. That's going to be Lopez. Now the trainer comes out. Clock stopped 33-16 as that goal comes in for St. Mary's. So again, coming up with that one to drop it in, Adam Abu Hamidi is able to drop that one in. And he ties it up at 1-1. So the Buffs get set to put this one back in play. 33-16 left to play here in this matchup. Again, an important regional matchup between the two. Buffs come over to Elidge on the near side. He'll feed it up ahead. It's going to be controlled. Trying to get it to Suggs. St. Mary's comes away with the theft. They take it toward the middle. Now take it over on the far side of the pitch. Controlling that one is Mulkey. Mulkey will feed it up to Williams. That one gets by the intended target. A scramble for the loose ball and controlling it. Same man who just scored, Adam Abu Hamidi, sends it toward the middle. Here's a pitch, trying to get it over on the left side to Lopez, and he drives that one over the goal. So that'll be a goal kick. So 1-1 contest here. And Asav Kristoff looks a little upset because of that goal that was scored. Tells everybody to go up. He's ready to put his foot into it. Again, kicking into the wind, gets it up to the midline. Scramble for it there. Buffs control it. It's going to be knocked up by Williams. Reese scrambles for it. Now goes to the Buffs back line. Bring it over on the near side. Diune will dribble toward the middle. Now he'll try to feed it up ahead. That's going to be hit out by St. Mary's. They control it to their back line. Driving it. The Buffs take that one away. It's going to be knocked out by Kelvin Artiega. Sophomore from Savannah, Georgia. Slows up the play there and forces St. Mary's to throw this one in. 1-1 contest. Again, St. Mary's beat WT in the first game of the season 2-0. And the side official says that will be for a throw in for St. Mary's. WT was saying it was off of St. Mary's. There's going to be a tackle called on WT. Again, a player falls down for, and actually the same player, Reese Williams, who's very good at when he feels the contact, able to draw a foul. Comes over on the near side. Lopez. Pressure on him from Diune. Has to go to the back line. Walters will feed it up ahead. Diune will head that one out. Scramble for the loose ball. Buffs take it away. Scarth controls it. Sam will feed it over to Martin. Over on the left side. Now back. Buffs, Daniel Burton will feed it up toward the middle. Scramble for the loose ball. St. Mary's goes to their back line. And that will be Walters. Gets away. Here's a scramble. Goes to their goalie. He's able to put his foot into it. And that's going to be driven across. Buffs, Daniel Burton controls it. Feeds it over on the left side to Scarth. Sam will feed it up ahead. Gets it up to Mateo. Landis tries to get it in the middle, has it knocked away, so that'll be a goal kick for the Rattlers. Substitute getting set to come back in for the Buffaloes will be Brian Martinez. Diune will sit down. Also, we'll send Martinez to the far side. Scramble for the ball in front of the goal for St. Mary's. Coming away with it is Walters, who'll feed it up ahead. Buffs will take it back the other way. At the midline, scramble for it. Rattlers have it over on the near side. They get it over to Lewis and Nohar. Over to the right side. There's a feed in the middle. Trying to run that one down. And controlling it is Luke Mulkey. Mulkey goes to the back line once again. And Walters will feed it over to the near side. It's a feed up ahead. In the corner, Sandy Carey with the left foot. That's going to be knocked out of bounds by Keaton Hartman. So corner kick for St. Mary's. 28 minutes left to play in this one. We're tied at 1. Again, an important conference matchup, but even more important is the matchup in the region. So getting set to put this in play will be Reese Williams. So Williams. Taking his time and now putting it in play. It's going to go over the top of the goal. Here's a side kick knocked away by Ace-off Crystal. And the ball is taken away. St. Mary's says they scored a goal, but referee says play on. So the Buffs control it, come the other way quickly. Trying to get it toward the middle. Here's a shot. Taken, and it's blocked. Another shot for the Buffs. Taken, and this one sails over the goal by Sam Scarth. So we got a yellow card coming out for St. Mary's. I think it's a yellow card for St. Mary's. We'll see. The shot the other way was once again by Abu Hamadi. So a goal kick for St. Mary's. We're still tied 1 apiece. A couple of subs getting set to come in for St. Mary's. As this is put in play by Andre Sheffley. 26:51 left to play. Buffs will throw this one in. Get it in. Suggs will get it to Scarth, who comes over on the near side to Hartman. Hartman will dribble it up. Finds Palomino. Back over to Calderon. To Palomino. Palomino trying to feed it up ahead. There's a good opportunity for Watson, or check it instead of Watson. That was Arteaga, and he just slid on the play. And a foul called on Arteaga on the trip. But again, that was a beautiful feed from Chris Palomino, trying to set up that goal. 26 minutes left to play in this one. As Sheffley will put this one in play. Again, the wind at his back, so once he gets it in the air, it can travel a little bit. Sends this one across the midline. It's going to be headed back. Buffaloes trying to control it. And go to the back line. Feed it up ahead to Scarth. Scarth will lob this one up ahead, but again, into that wind, it slows it up. So, ball controlled by St. Mary's. Across the pitch they go. Over on the far side, trying to drive once again, Adam Abu Hamadi. Feeds it to the middle. And Calderon able to knock that away, and that went out of bounds, and so that'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. A couple of subs coming in for St. Mary's.
For the Rattlers, number 16, Jose Llano.
Jose Llano comes back in, so too does Santiago Nunez as they both come in. And coming out will be Abu Hamadi, who will get a breather. And so too Gael Gallegos. St. Mary's throws this one in. They have it down in the corner. Buff's able to take this one away. Going to lob it up ahead, trying to feed it up toward the midline. This one's going to be controlled by Ace-off Crystal. Crystal will come over on the near side to Burton. Burton will bring it up, feed it up ahead toward the middle. Controlling it, Calderon. Calderon on the right side goes to Palomino. Palomino looks to cross it over, but it's going to be taken away by St. Mary's. So it'll be a goal kick. As Palomino knocks that out of bounds. Lights beginning to come on here at the pitch. Again, this is one of two today. Lady Buffs will play Lubbock Christian after this one. 1-1 our score. 23:46 left to play in the ball game. Buffs had that one up, and it's going to go up to the goalie. He'll control it. He'll roll it over to the far side of the pitch, and that will be Walters who will dribble it up. He'll feed it up ahead. Trying to drive it up to Lopez. Lopez on the right side has it taken away in the middle. Buffs have it. Burton has the ball taken away. Over to the right side. St. Mary's feeds it to the back line. Now back to their goalie. He'll come over on the near side with it. Trying to drive that one up ahead. Scramble for it. Martinez will let it roll out of bounds, and Brian will throw this one in. Buffs 5-3-2 and 2-0 in conference play, while the Rattlers are 6-3-2 and 0-1-1 in conference play. Hartman feeds it up ahead. Palomino has it taken away. That'll be a Buff throw in. Palomino will give it up to Hartman. He'll get set to throw this one in. Tries to lob it up. Goes back toward the goalie. It's going to be kicked out by the Rattlers. Hartman controls it. Now it's taken away. Over on the far side, driving that one over is Santiago Nunez. And there's going to be a foul called on the Buffs. They converge on the goal, on the ball. Brian Martinez and Sam Scarth pulled out a yellow card. Let's see if they're going to impose a yellow card here. Be a free kick for Kyan Foley. He pulled out the yellow card. Let's see if he's called it yet. Suggs trying to set up the defense as they set up the wall. Getting set to put this in play will be Foley. Referee says we're ready to play, so he puts it in play. That one's going to be knocked away by the Buffaloes. Here's another shot that's going to be headed up by Martinez. Kicks that one out. Another shot toward the middle. The Buffs will knock that one away and now control it. Feeding it up on the left side. Scarth, take it in the middle. He's tackled, no call. Here's a feed up ahead. Running this one down is Walters. Kick it up toward the midline. Buffs will control it there. Trying to drive it across the way. Burton feeds it up ahead. Finds Arteaga. Comes back on the near side. Hardman. There's a pass to the middle. Scarth trying to lob it up ahead, trying to get it toward Calderon. That one's going to be taken away. Controlling it, Lopez. Check it. Instead of Lopez, that is Carey. Has it toward the middle. Now goes all the way across the pitch over to the far side. That is Lopez over on the far side trying to dribble around. Burton's is there defensively. That one's going to be knocked away by Martinez. Scramble for it. Comes over on the near side with it. Here's Williams. East comes up and finds Lewis Nahar. Buffs will knock this one back over across the midline. Their goalie, Sheffley, will control it. 3 Buffs getting set to come in. 2 Rattlers coming in at the next opportunity. Again, these guys are going pretty hard, so I'm sure there's a lot of fatigue that's coming into play in this one a little bit. Buffs come away with the theft. Palomino, Scarth, forces it over to the left side, now to the back line. Buffs will reset over on the far side of the pitch. Trying to dribble around is Arteaga. He'll feed it up ahead. Suggs goes over to the far side. Martinez will knock that one ahead, and then offside's called on the Buffaloes, as St. Mary's was able to bring their defensive line all the way up. They put it in play. Buffs will knock this one back toward the midline. Controlled by St. Mary's. Buffs. Oh, wow, there's a foul called on the Buffs. Probably the lightest touch we've seen so far in this one. I think the official said he was grabbing his shirt. So it'll be a free kick for Reese Williams. As he gets set to put this in play. 18:40 left to play in this 1-1 tie between WT and St. Mary's. This one's going to be lobbed all the way over, and that'll be out of bounds and will be a goal kick for the Buffaloes. Subs coming in for the Buffaloes, coming back in for WT.
Number 35,
Gabriel Navarez,
Number 26, DeJounte
along
Davis.
with
And
DeJounte
number 28,
Davis,
Josh Beeson.
and also Josh Beeson.
And entering the pitch for the Rattlers, number 19, Bradley Green.
Coming in
Number
is
23,
Bradley Green,
Sebastian Rivera.
coming back in for St. Mary's. Buffs put it in play at the midline, going to be headed back by the Rattlers. Scramble at the midline. St. Mary's comes over to the near side. Controlling that one is Jose Rivera. Goes back over in the corner to Walters. Walters will feed the right side, and that one's going to be knocked away by the Buffs. So it'll be a throw in for St. Mary's. Sebastian Rivera looked like he was going to throw it in, but instead he'll go to an offensive position as they try to lob it up. That's going to be knocked out, and that will be a Buff throw in. Another substitute coming in for WT at the next opportunity. Teo Landis will come back in.
Entering the pitch for the Buffs, number 9, Mateo Landis.
And he'll come in for Kelvin Artiega. Buffs throw this one in. Headed across the midline. St. Mary's controls it to the back line. With it, Jose Rivera. Go back to his goalie. 16:30 left to play. Here's a lob up ahead. It's going to be headed out by the Buffs' Hartman. Because Keaton saw that one coming and knocked it away. So a throw in for St. Mary's. Trying to get this one in, Lewis Nahor. He gets it to Lopez, who goes to the back line. That's Gallegos. Here's a shot toward the middle. It's going to be headed up. And coming up with that is Chris Dahl. Chris Dahl will send this one out. Scarth lost the handle on it. Scramble for it. St. Mary's comes away with it. Now driving over on the right side. Landis putting pressure. That one along the far sideline. Here's a pass to the middle. And that's going to be taken away by the Buffs. And they are able to make this theft. That's going to be headed up by Beeson. Fight for it. Scramble in the middle. Beeson putting pressure on the ball. Goes to the back line with it. Controlling it. Walters using his 6'3" frame. Kicks it over to Lopez on the near side. Lopez has Davis on him, and it's going to be kicked out. And that's going to be a throw-in for St. Mary's. Coming up on the 15-minute mark left to play. And this 1-1 tie between the Rattlers and the Buffaloes. In it comes. With it, Gallegos goes on the left side, goes between two Buff players, and they take it away. Davis, in the give and go, gives it back to Scarth. Scarth feeds it up ahead, controlling it on the far side of the pitch. Now they come to the near side. Davis has it. Davis across the midline. Davis will advance. Pressure on him as he goes up on the right side. Still stays on the right side. Now goes toward the middle. Here's a shot. Oh, just slightly missed. Left-handed kick for Martinez, or for Landis is not there. He goes over to the far side, trying to drive through traffic. This one's going to be headed up by the Rattlers. Buffs control it. Martinez come out toward the middle. Sam Scarth Scarth. Come over to Hartman, and that one's going to be Keaton who will control it. Drive it back toward the middle. Back to Keaton. Keaton will go to the back line. Again, the sun is a bit of a problem. That one's taken away by St. Mary's. Now they have the advantage. They come up the other way. Controlling it is Sebastian Rivera and has it taken away by the Buffs. Nicely done defensively. Driving it up ahead. Buffs feed it on the right side. There's a pass toward the middle, and that just got away from Landis. So drive, oh, nice drive, dribbling it up through traffic. Now the Buffs are going to take that one away. Trying to drive that one up was Louis Cotis. Buffs come away with it. Over on the far side. Trying to go through traffic with it is Gabriel Navarez. Goes to the back line. Daniel Burton will control it now as he dribbles it up to Keaton Hartman. Hartman back toward the middle. Calderon. Scarth. Sam will feed it up to Davis. Davis drives it on the right side, kicks it toward the middle, and that's going to go over everybody's head and go out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for St. Mary's. 12:32 left to play. A couple of St. Mary's subs getting set to come in. So coming back in for St. Mary's, Avery Estelle and Adam Abahumadi. So the ball getting set to be put in play. Buffs control it at the midline. Over to Hartman. Hartman will kick it across over as Navarez. Well, they would go to the back line. Now Navarez controls it again. Feeds it up to Hartman. Hartman will dribble through traffic. Now Sam Scarth. Scarth will drive it up ahead. Feed it up to Davis. It's going to be taken away. Scarth got pushed from behind. No call. Here's the feed. Scarth takes it back the other way. Feeds it toward the middle to Beeson. Here's Landis over to Beeson. His shot is going to be taken out by the goalie. Nicely done. Diving stop by Andre Sheffley. So Sheffley will put this one in play. Over across the way. Gets it to Giro Walters. Buffs take it back at the midline. Scarth will drive it up again. Comes over to the right side to Davis. Davis trying to dribble. Takes it in the middle. Comes across. There was a shot for the Buffs, but again, outstretched Rattler defender able to knock that one away. Over on the near side, trying to drive it up. Now is Abu Hamadi. And he's tripped up. There's a foul call. So the referee will walk up. And instead, getting set to put this one in play will be Avery Estelle, 5'10" freshman from Flower Mound. As he gets set to put this in play, gets a drink real quick. Instead of Estelle, it's Bradley Green who will put this in play. So Bradley Green getting set, says I'm ready. Lobs this one up, and that's going to be Crystal who will pull that one in. Under 10 minutes left to play in this 1-1 tie between the Buffaloes and the Rattlers of St. Mary's. Pass across the way toward the middle. Scarth will feed it up ahead to Davis. Davis now driving it up. Takes it toward the middle. Davis drives through, puts a shot on. It's stopped. It was a good look, but Andre Sheffley able to come up with a stop. Get that one out. So he'll feed it over to the far side. Luke Mulkey will bring this one up. Feeds it up ahead. It's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a Buff throw-in. So some subs coming in.
Entering the pitch for the Rattlers, number 8, Kean Foley, and number 24.
So Kean Foley comes back in. And so too does Reese Williams. Coming in for the Buffs
number 21,
is Dylan Watson.
27, Kelvin Ortega.
And also Kelvin Ortega come in for the Buffs. As Beeson will sit down. He and Calderon. 8:30 left to play. Tied at 1. Here's a shot toward the goalie, but he comes up with it, feeds it out on the near side. Now they go to the far side. As the Buffs attack, now they bring it all the way over to Abahumadi. Abahumadi will drive it on the left side. Gets down in the corner, has a shot. That's going to be tipped away. Scramble for it. Still a scramble for it. And wanting a foul are the St. Mary's Rattlers as the player goes down. Here's a shot blocked by the Buffaloes. That one's going to go out of bounds. Nope. Buffs keep it in play. Nope, they're going to say corner kick. So a corner kick for St. Mary's. Johnny Clifford, again, getting his thoughts out toward the referee. So corner kick for the Rattlers. Getting set to put it in play will be Reese Williams. Lobs this one up. And that's going to be kicked up in the air. Headed out. Here's a scramble. Buffs come away with it and knock it out. Controlling it. Here's another shot toward the goal. That is going to be controlled by the Buffs goalie. As he comes in real quick, Asaph Cristall looks to go out and feed it to the far side. Bennett's will work it up to Martinez. Bryan goes toward the middle. That's going to be Arteaga. Back to Martinez. Feed it up, trying to get it to the near side, taken away by St. Mary's. Rattlers attack the other way. Buffs put pressure on the ball. It's going to be taken away by Hardman. Davis tries to keep that in play, but he doesn't. So throw in for St. Mary's, 6:30 left to play. And it comes quickly, 1-1 ball game. Obahidadi will drive it down in the corner, and that's going to be Keaton with the slide tackle. That's going to go out of bounds. Oh, is he going to call a foul on that one? Both scrambling after the ball. Instead, he says it's a goal kick. So the Buffaloes will put this one in play. Sub coming back in will be
entering the pitch for the Rattlers, number 19,
Bradley Green will come in. So goal kick for WT with 5:47 left to play. Cristall will put his foot into it, hits to the midline. A scramble for it. The Buffs will head it back across. The Buffs will knock that one back. It's going to be lobbed up in the air. Trying to run it down again. Trying to fight the sun in this one too. Nice dribble. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for St. Mary's. 5:15 left to play. So St. Mary's will go down in the near corner and get set to put this in play. Buffs set up their defense. This one's going to be lobbed up. It's headed out by Asaph Cristall. St. Mary's controls it. They lob it back up toward the middle. And that one is knocked away and knocked out by the Buffaloes. Good defense as they got that one out. That was a big scramble there in the corner. Now out from the goal is Sheffley. Cristall will get this one on the shot by Sheffley, goalie to goalie. Now it's out to the Buffs. 4:20 left to play. We're tied at 1. Here's a feed up ahead to Hartman. Or check it to Watson. Watson trying to control it. And instead it's taken away by St. Mary's. This is going to be headed back by the Buffaloes up to Davis. Davis will look to go toward the middle. Does so. BT controls it. Landis goes over to the far side of the pitch. Trying to drive on that one is Navarez. That shot will go wide and it will be a goal kick for St. Mary's. In it comes. 3:35 left to play. 1-1 we're tied. This one is going to be driven up on the far right side. Scramble for it. And the Buffs keep that in play. And so Chris Dahl will get set to put this in play for the Buffaloes. Chris Dahl will drive this one up over on the far side of the pitch, scramble for it. See who comes out of that one with it. Navarez tries to drive it in the middle, controls it, goes over to the right side. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Gabriel. So a lot of contact over there, and they're going to say that Gabriel committed the foul, so that'll go against the Buffaloes. 2:38 left to play. Sheffley will put it in play. We're tied at 1. 2 substitutes, both teams getting set to come into the next opportunity. Under 2.5 left to go. Ball controlled. Oh, and this is going to be offsides called on St. Mary's. And so that'll be Buffs getting a free kick. As they put this one in play, Scarth dribble around, goes over to the right side. It's going to be fed up. Navarez will feed it toward the middle. Back over to Scarth. To the back line. Theo Bennett will feed it up to Scarth. A lot of contact, no call on that one. St. Mary's will feed it to the back line. The Buffs will come away with it. Davis. Scramble for the ball. Scramble for the ball. And they're going to call a foul on Davis. 1:30 left to play. Free kick for St. Mary's. As the goalie will come up and put this one in play. So Sheffley across the midline will put this one in play. Lobs this one up. It's going to be headed up over the top of the goal. And that will be a goal kick for WT.
1 minute remaining in the second half.
Oh, did he call a foul on that one, on the header? It's going to be a corner kick, they're going to say instead. So the sub's coming in. 45 seconds left to play. So St. Mary's getting set to put this in play. This is lobbed up toward the middle, going to be headed out. Another side kick just missed long. That'll be a goal kick for WT. Nice effort that time by Bradley Green. 21 seconds left. Getting set to put it in play will be Crystal. 15 seconds left. We're tied at 1. St. Mary's and the Buffs.
10.
This one's going to be launched up in the air. Buffs control it. They'll get a shot on the right side. Here is going to be Davis. Shot toward the goal. Here's a shot. It's in! It's in! The Buffaloes get a shot in with no time left. Let's see what the coach goes crazily out at the referee. What a feed up to Davis, who fed it over to the left side. Officials are going to get together to make sure that one was released. And so their head coach out there.
There's going to be a fight.
Referees get together. A lot of players now getting in a scrum. Coach Wofford is out there telling everybody to get back. Their coach is telling everybody to get back. James Crowder out there telling everybody to get back. The Buffs retreat. The officials get together. Now Butch and the head coach are together. Nope, sorry, that's Coach Crowder out there. That's not even Coach Crowder. That is a WT official that is out there telling their head coach, Johnny Clifford, to get back. The officials get together, make sure everybody's on the same page. So the Buffs scored that one. Oh, they're waving it off. Oh, my gosh. Waving it off. Not sure how that got waved off because the Buffs released that one just as time was running out. So the officials have waved that one off. St. Mary's and the Buffs exchange pleasantries. This may end in a 1-1 tie. So Butch is getting the explanation now what that is, because it was away as we looked at the clock and it was booted in, but the officials probably weren't looking at the clock. So again, the final in this one looks like it's going to be a tie, a 1-1 tie. We'll take a timeout. We'll do so and wrap this one up. But first, we'll be back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Final here from the pitch, a 1-1 tie between the Buffs and St. Mary's. Even though the Buffs able to get that shot off at the end, the officials say the time had run out. And so, again, they will call that one a draw, a 1-1 draw as we look at the final stats. 18 shots for the Rattlers to 11 for the Buffs, 6 shots on goal to 5. Saves, 4 for the Rattlers, 5 for the Buffs. Fouls, 2 for the Rattlers, 8 for the Buffs. Corners, 6 in favor of the Rattlers, 5 for the Buffs. And offsides in favor of the Rattlers, 4-3. Final of this one, 1-1. Again, the Buffs fall to 2-0-1 in conference play, while the Rattlers, they fall to 0-1-2 in conference play. That'll do it for our broadcast from the pitch, the campus of West Texas A&M. Until the next time, right here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Hey fans, in between games, head to concessions and grab some popcorn or an ice cream.